What's up everybody, it's the Inhuman one here, and today I'm going to showcase a few pictures of bosses that we have yet to encounter in Cuphead. We're going to discuss the likelihood of hidden bosses in the vanilla version of Cuphead and also the possibility of additional bosses being featured in future expansions or downloadable content. After scouring the internet, I was only able to locate 3 additional bosses and a total of 4 unique encounters that we've yet to experience. Most of these screenshots or brief clips of footage were revealed over the course of the last 3 years since Cuphead's announcement in 2014. Now let's take a look at the first round of pictures I was able to find. But before we do, I want to take the time to remind you that if you enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already. It helps out the channel immensely. I'm trying to grow my channel to 10,000 subscribers so that I can begin creating content like this for you guys more frequently. But without further ado, let's jump into one of the most interesting bosses that wasn't featured in the main game. It seems to be a character by the name of M. Fang. This boss was a giant demon bat that lived in some underground cave area near a pit of fire. He would unleash his bat minions from his coffin to fire them towards Cuphead as projectiles. It seems like at this point in the development of the game, the bosses had a sort of hit counter that would decrease as you landed successful hits on the bosses, as you can see in this picture here. Now the next boss encounter was going to be incredibly interesting. It seems like it was an airplane sequence that featured a dapper spider with a top hat and a forked tongue. Now I can only imagine the kind of stuff he would have thrown at you. Possibly baby spiders, maybe some magic, who knows. But I would have loved for this to have been featured in the game. Now, this next one's very interesting. It looks like the boss was going to be a battle with an octopus that took place on a ship. It's very likely that this boss used a lot more than its tentacles, since it had a strange antenna-shaped protrusion in its forehead. I have a feeling that camouflage would have been a tactic used by this boss, and it would have been implemented pretty well, I imagine. Now the last encounter that I was able to find actually featured a familiar face, or should I say, 2 familiar faces. It was Goopy Legrand times 2. Now it looks like you would have had to face 2 Goopies at once during this boss fight. Now just think how much of a pain that would have been. Now it's interesting to see that there are several boss encounters that were removed from the game. But in a game that the developers devoted so much time to, it's hard to believe that there aren't any hidden bosses featured in it. Despite all of the secrets and looking behind every building and trekking behind every mountain, I've yet to find any myself. I'd love to hear which was your favorite removed boss encounter featured in this video. Personally, I would have loved to face off with M. Fang, but I have a personal grudge with Goopy, so kicking his ass 2 times would have brought me double the pleasure. Now let me know in the comments who you would love to see next, and if you think there will be additional content added in the future. Please consider leaving a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, it's the Inhuman one, signing out.